the 7-day free trial of the Quranic app, and it exceeded all my expectations. Brothers and sisters, you can build a habit with the Quran by 7-day free trial, brothers and sisters. No credit card details required at all, and you decide for yourself, is it overrated or is it underrated?
Tell me the arguments.
You want to debate atheism in Islam?
Tell me the arguments which destroyed my position.
In Islam? I will debate now the contingency argument right now. Let's go.
No.
Let's go. Is this contingent? Do you know what it means?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
It's contingent.
Yes, it is.
Okay, it's
yes,
dependent. Yeah?
Relatively, according to the argument, yes, it is.
Is it dependent?
Yes, sure.
Can it be any other way?
It could be, yes.
Okay, good. Okay, so it's independent. It could be any other way. It's contingent. Okay.
Okay, fine. Go ahead. Let's do this.
Okay, 1 second. Do you accept that there is existence?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, there's 3 kinds of existence. Yeah? Okay. There is impossible existence, there is possible existence, and there's necessary existence. Impossible
That's a very dumb way of putting it, but yes,
circle.
sure.
Triangle circle, 1 second. It's a triangle circle, yeah? You're gonna need to with that water. I know you're getting nervous. You're gonna get
just
finished,
stop. Just go with the point.
Man, I'm gonna be your worst nightmare. You're gonna have nightmares about me at night.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Yeah?
Go ahead, come on.
Okay. A triangle circle is an impossible existence. It cannot exist. So we have 2 things left. Possible existence and necessary existence.
Yeah.
That's correct. Yeah, okay. Now, do you know what contingent is? Do you know the criteria for contingency? What contingent thing is?
We just went through that. Why do you?
Okay, let's go through one more time.
Make your arguments. Make your arguments.
No, what is it? What is it? Let's go through it again.
That's not how you make an argument. You are supposed to make your argument instead of asking questions.
I'm asking you. Do you know what contingent? What's the criteria?
You're supposed to make your argument, not ask me questions. That's not how it works.
I don't know.
Just make your goddamn argument.
I don't know.
I just told you the answer.
No. I'm your teacher.
I just gave you the answer.
I'm your teacher. I'm teaching.
I just gave you the answer. Just make your argument.
You're my
Stop being a
student. I
child.
have to ask you. I'm teaching a lesson. You have to know. I need to see if you're cash on me. You're my
Dawah,
student. Okay.
You are so goddamn childish. Make your point.
Dependent.
Stop asking questions.
Okay. It cannot be any other way. Okay. It requires something else for its own existence.
Okay. Yeah.
Can you have an infinite regress of dependent things?
It's not something we can know. You could argue that it is something that doesn't exist. You could argue that it does exist. People are actually split on that. Even the guy himself who talked to me is split on the definition of infinite and on actual infinites and not actual infinites. Do you know what that means? You probably don't know what that means.
Actual infinite doesn't exist in the real world. There is potential infinite, but actual infinite doesn't exist in the real world. If I had infinite amount of
do you think the 17-year-old debater from a few days ago agrees with you?
Listen. I don't know.
Do you think he agrees with you?
That's not an issue here. I'm saying to you, if I had infinite, Listen.
He says it can exist.
I'm giving an analogy.
He says it can exist.
Stop clicking. I can hear you click. I know you're going Google.
I'm not clicking.
Don't go on Google. Don't try it.
He says it can exist.
Hands in the air.
Get to your point. Get to the argument. Stop making dumb questions.
Stop you. Keep your hands. Yeah, you don't go to Google. Okay. Now, I'm asking you a question. Okay.
Get to your argument. Come on.
I am getting to my argument. Okay. So I'm saying to you that you have infinite in the real world? No. If there was infinite amount of Apusses, may Allah protect us, and I slapped 2 and it died. Okay. How many Apusses are there?
Keep making your arguments. Come on.
No, I'm asking
questions.
a question.
Make your argument.
That's my argument.
You don't ask questions. You make an argument.
Infinite doesn't exist in the real world.
Have you never read an actual argument?
2 bananas. Infinite doesn't exist in the real world. So therefore, I'm telling you.
Have you never made an actual argument? Make your argument. Stop asking questions.
Okay. Can there be an infinite?
Are you dumb? You are asking me a question again. Make your argument. Stop asking me questions.
I'm asking you a question.
This is tedious.
Can there be
make your
infinite
goddamn
amount of
argument.
dependent things?
Dawah, make your argument. Stop asking me questions. This is not how it works.
Infinite amount of dependent things.
Could be. I don't know.
No.
Dependent. No. No. Dependent. No. Sorry. Dependent. No. That's. I just said no. I misspoke. Okay. I said no.
Okay.
Dependent.
So therefore,
go ahead.
You require a necessary being for all those dependent things to fall back on. Now, what's the condition for a necessary being? Do you know?
Go ahead.
You don't know. It's not say I don't know.
Just go ahead and make your argument.
Ali. Say Ali. I don't know.
Go ahead, make your argument, Ali Dawah.
Teacher, please tell me. Teacher, please tell me. Now let me tell you, you're a bad student. Yeah, you get
I've never talked to a more annoying person. Make your goddamn arguments. Come on, get to the point.
Fail. You failed. You're finished. A necessary being is a being that is independent, self-sufficient, cannot be composed by parts, or cannot be any other way.
According to which principle? According to what standard is that? According to what standard is that the definition of a necessary being?
The logical principles. Brother, we use our logic. So
a logical principle under what standard? By what definition is that the definition of a necessary being? Explain it to me, please.
Okay, 1 second.
Explain it to me, please. Why is that the definition of a necessary being? Explain it to me.
Contingent things is what? Dependent. Requires something else for its own existence. It's composed by parts and can be any other way. So which follows that a necessary being has to be the opposite, because
Okay.
the necessary being is opposite of the dependent thing. So
Okay.
now you tell me, can we have a sea without a seabed?
Give me the answer.
Wow. Okay, we need to do ABC here. No, you can't.
Do you think I don't know the answer?
use
I'm
your brain.
telling you.
Use
I have
your
been telling you for
brain.
10 minutes now
Bruv,
to make your
Bruv,
arguments.
use your brain. Use your brain. How could you have C?
Just
without a
make your
seabed?
argument, man. Stop talking. Just
I
make
made
your
my
argument. Come on.
You're not even engaging. You know why? Because you know you got slapped up. Bruv, you look like you're gonna cry.
Okay,
You look
Dawah,
like you're gonna cry.
Are you done with the argument?
Therefore, you
Are
require
you done with the
necessary
argument?
being for everything to make
Are you
sense.
done with the argument?
You have. Yes, I'm done with the argument. Can you rebuke it? Rebuke it.
Okay.
Rebuttal
Of course I can refute
Yeah,
it.
sure, go on.
Based on what exactly is a God the necessary being? Explain it to me.
Getting king treatment here. Don't be jealous. Say
Based on what
mashallah.
exactly is God the necessary being?
Mashallah. Sorry?
Based on what is God the necessary being?
Click, click, click. Once again, I said to you,
Jesus Christ,
we
what
have
a fucking
dependent things. We require something that's
Based on what
independent.
is God the necessary being? Answer my
No,
question.
no, no, no. I know. Wait, 1 second. I didn't go to God yet. I'm trying to
Okay.
move you from atheism to deism. I haven't
Okay.
even got to that yet. I didn't even say
Okay.
that. Did I say anything about God? I didn't say
Okay.
anything about God. Yeah.
Okay.
So you keep clicking.
Okay.
Your teacher is not going to help
Okay.
you. Yeah.
Okay.
You're finished, bruv. You're finished.
Okay.
Wallahi, uqsum billah lazim, you're finished. After this, I'm gonna
Okay.
start
What
some
is
Quran.
what
Got
is
some
the
Quran
necessary
in there.
being? The necessary being could be anything. What is the
No,
necessary
no,
being?
no.
Come on,
Good,
make your argument.
good. So do you accept that there's a necessary being?
Depends on what you define by what you mean by necessary being.
Okay, necessary
It
being
could be
is
it
a
could be
being
that
that
existence
is
itself is necessary
independent,
being. It could be that
is-
energy
no,
is
no,
the
it's
necessary being.
independent, it's self-sufficient, it's not composed
Okay,
of parts and cannot be in
I'm
other
giving
ways.
you a response to your stupid question. A necessary
Stupid
being
question.
could be
You got an answer.
be-
You jail.
a necessary being could be anything. It could be
Puss.
energy. It could be
okay.
prior
One
prior
second.
to the Big Bang, a perfect balance of energy. By the way, you probably don't even know what the
Okay,
Big Bang
okay,
is.
good,
A
good,
perfect
good.
balance of
Guys,
energy.
Apuss,
It could be
Apuss,
it could
you're
be a
finished.
multiverse.
Did you
It could
just
be
say
a
energy?
multiverse which exists. It could be a
Multiverse,
hierarchy
okay.
of deities
problem.
that
No
is
problem.
combined by
No problem.
a circle that forms a necessary being.
No
What is a
problem.
necessary being? That you need to define that.
problem.
In order to
No, no, no,
explain to me that a necessary being proves the existence of God, you need to first answer to me why you think a necessary being must exist in all worlds and why you think that fits the criteria of a God that you believe in. But of course, you can't do that because you don't even know what you're talking about. Because you can't even tell me why a necessary being has this definition. You don't even know the name of the argument which you're proposing.
Are you finished?
Yes.
Because you are finished in a minute. Listen, universe, multiverse, superverse, Super Mario verse, energy, menergy, denergy, whatever you want to call it. They all are infinitely rely on the necessary being.
False.
Yes.
False.
No, 1 second. Let me look. I'll listen to
False.
you. Listen to me. Okay, I'll listen to you. Listen to me. Yeah. Okay. Just to be charitable, I'm having this to show how ignorant you are. I don't even travel to US, but look how.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I don't want to go into
Go ahead,
arguments.
come on.
Let's just go into argument. Okay.
Wow.
Now, I know. Check this out now. Okay, 1 second.
Now
Does
he's waking up.
energy-
He
okay,
doesn't want to do ad hominems.
Okay, does energy have consciousness?
As far as we know, not. No.
Does it have a will?
As far as we know, not. No.
Does it have intelligence?
As far as we know, not. No.
Because you're finished, man. My gosh, this was
Okay.
amazing.
Okay.
Okay, how does energy
Okay.
give rise to beings like us who have consciousness, who have a
I don't
will,
know.
and who have intelligence? Sorry?
I don't know.
And
I don't
that's
know.
what Allah says in the Quran. If you ask them, who created heaven and earth? You know what they will say?
Okay.
I don't know. Uqsum
I don't know.
billahi lazim, this is
Okay.
enough for me to
Okay.
believe. Wallahi, look at
Okay.
you. You're such a jai. You know what an atheist is? It's like coming outside my door and saying, get out, get out, get out. And I'm
Okay,
out.
are you
What
done?
happened?
Are you-
And I go
are you
out, and
done?
He goes, I don't know.
Are you done?
I'm like, what do you mean? I don't
Are you
know?
done?
So you couldn't
Are you
answer it.
done? Stop being
You're
verbose. Are you
finished.
done?
You
Are you done?
ignoramus.
Are you done?
You ignoramus. You just accepted.
Okay.
You just
Where
said energy
where in
has no
your where in your
consciousness, has
argument
no
for a
will,
necessary
has no
being?
intelligence. How
Where
does it
in
give
your
rise-
argument for a
how does
necessary
it give
being
rise
is the
to us
condition
who has
for
intelligence, who has conscience, and has a will? Oh
I
my
swear
gosh,
this guy.
bro! How many minutes
Ali,
have we got?
Ali,
Let's close this. Don't
where-
go anywhere. Don't go
where
anywhere.
hey
Don't go
stay
anywhere.
with me.
Don't go
Where in
anywhere.
your argument where in
Wait,
your
what's so
argument
fast?
where in your argument is the
Don't
requirement
raise your
that this
voice.
is a
Don't raise your
conscious
voice,
being?
You Apuss. Don't raise your voice at me. Don't
Where
raise
in
your
your
voice. You're getting
argument
angry.
is the requirement that
You
this
got
is a conscious being?
intellectually trashed.
Dawah,
You submitted.
everybody sees what a dumb child
tapped
you
out.
are.
Of course, bruv, you're
Engage with
deluded,
you.
bruv. I'm
Engage with
happy.
your argument.
I'm happy.
You're giving me
Answer my
the
question.
argument. Are you going to let me speak?
Okay, speak.
You're making an argument from contingency, and then you appeal to God with arguments that are completely outside the argument in order to say that this is the necessary being. So you are using completely different arguments to make your point. Where exactly in your initial argument was it a requirement for a necessary being to be conscious, to have a person, to be a thing that moves, to have an intellect? Where exactly was that? And how exactly can you prove that that is necessary in order to bring life into existence? Do you have research papers for that? Go ahead, prove it to me. Come on. I know you are a stupid child. Go ahead, engage with the argument instead of talking nonsense. Come on.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Brother,
Go ahead.
In the book of John.
Go ahead, come on.
Okay. Okay.
Go ahead.
So the question you asked was,
Did you make notes?
did I? No, I don't. Notes for you. For you. The only notes.
Come on, answer the question.
The notes. The F I want to give you. That's the only note I have.
Answer the question. Come
I'm
on.
answering the question. Yeah. Okay. What was the question? Ask again. Sorry, ask again.
Where in your original argument
personal,
was
personal
it required
okay. No,
that it is a person and
I
conscious?
remember.
Secondly, can you prove or can you present proper evidence
Yes.
that a person or a conscious being is required for life or for consciousness to come into existence?
Okay, good. Firstly,
Go ahead.
Look, I firstly never said that is a personal being. I'm telling you, I haven't even moved there yet. Do you accept a necessary being? If you say yes, from there, then I can prove to you why that is a personal God who has consciousness and has a will and irada. I haven't even gone there yet. I'm saying, do you accept a necessary being exists?
I just talked to you about how it could be energy, and you asked me questions about energy, about the qualities of energy.
No.
So,
you know why that answers my question? Let me tell you why. Yeah, you gave the issue of an energy. Yeah, okay, bruv.
Okay, I have to mute you for a second. Dude, you have no idea what you're talking about. You have no idea what you're talking about.
Mute me. Don't worry. I've got it on my channel. Don't worry about that. Okay.
Okay, you have no idea what you're talking about. I just brought up energy. You, as a response, said energy doesn't have a personality.
What did you say to me?
And then you say I never said
how
about
can it
talk
be?
about personality.
One second. You said to me,
Go
how
ahead.
can this personal being?
You're such an idiot.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
said to you, does energy have consciousness? No. Does it have a will? No. Does it have intelligence? No. Therefore, it cannot give rise to something like us who has intelligence, who has consciousness, and has a will.
Okay.
Because
yeah.
if it doesn't, let me finish. If it doesn't have that innate properties that
do you let me finish every time? You know you don't.
No, but I've been finished. Let me finish my point. I'll listen to you. Let me finish my
Go
point.
ahead.
Okay, don't get angry. It's not my fault.
Go
You're
ahead.
ignoramus. Don't blame me. Don't get angry at me.
Yeah, we
go blame
completely
your
see that
conscience
right
if you
now.
have any.
We
Okay,
totally see that right now.
So let me finish. So what I'm saying is, if you're telling me energy is a possibility, energy has no consciousness, it has no will, and it has no intelligence. So therefore, when I'm talking about a necessary being, it requires for him to have, he has to be the all-knowing. He has to have some kind of an existence. He has to exist, but not the way we exist. Okay. And he has to have irada and will to give rise to us. You fool. You got the answer now?
Okay, so you just said that you never made such a condition. You just said that you never made such a condition, which is why I brought up energy as a possible necessary existence, upon which you said it can't be energy because energy doesn't have a consciousness, doesn't have intellect, and doesn't have a will. So it is part of your argument, and you used it in order to refute me, that energy cannot be the necessary being because it doesn't have a personality, it doesn't have a will, it doesn't have a consciousness. And then you appeal to God because God has a consciousness, has a personality, has a being. And your reasoning for that is that something without a personality, without consciousness, cannot bring consciousness into existence. You are a complete idiot. You are a complete idiot. Where was that requirement in your argument for a necessary being? You are such a moron.
Thank you. Okay.
Perfect presentation. Everybody knows he said you are so brilliant.
Thank you.
So intelligent.
It's all right. We're educating you, no problem. So let me get this right.
Sure. Go ahead.
He requires a necessary being.
You are such an absolute moron.
He accepts a necessary being because you can't run out of it. You had to accept a necessary being. Okay. Then you came and asked me.
I hypothesized with it.
1 second. No. You first tried to escape it, yeah? You know that you have no other way but to accept a necessary being. Then what you're telling me is something...
That's how philosophy works.
Look,
even your friends will tell you that.
Slapped up, bro. You're getting slapped up.
I'm hypothesizing with possibilities. That's how it works.
Let me talk. Okay, I listen to you. Okay. People are watching. Okay, alhamdulillah, people are watching, yeah? Now, we talked about necessary being. I gave you the conditions for a necessary being. And then you said to me, well, how is he personal? How does it mean he has consciousness? And then you mentioned energy. I said to you, if you believe energy that has no consciousness, no will, no intelligence, that can give rise to us, so something that doesn't have the innate properties that we have, yeah, and that can give rise to us, but personal being, a necessary being who's independent, self-sufficient, not composed of parts, cannot be any other way. Him having consciousness and a will and a intelligence, knowledge, impossible. You are a retard. You are the stupidest guy I've met in my life.
Okay.
Apuss, do you have psychological issues?
Did you
No, be honest,
define
do you have psychological issues? How
earlier
could
you
go live
defined
on your channel and you're getting destroyed? Bruv, I'm having mercy on you. Are you
I
that
don't know.
dumb?
I
How
don't
could you
know.
go live? It's
I
like
don't know.
me
I'm just
uploading a
so
video where
stupid.
somebody knocked me out. And
I'm just so
knocked out.
dumb.
I go, guys, check this video out.
Dawah, earlier when you defined a necessary
Actually,
being, did you
you're
define
mad.
this necessary being as a being that must have a consciousness and an intellect?
No,
and a
I
will?
didn't. That's why
No,
I'm
you
saying
did
it's
not.
secondary.
No, you did
I've
not.
never said
Okay,
it did.
okay. Number one, that is
Yes.
bad. But then you try to
Excuse me?
refute.
Say that again, that's
but then,
what?
but then you try to refute the energy point by
I
saying
did.
it can't be
did.
energy because it doesn't have a will. Okay, fine. Although that is completely stupid and has nothing to do with the argument, I accept that as a proposition and then ask you, can you show me, can you demonstrate to me that a will, a person, a personality is required in order to bring beings or conscious beings into existence? Can you demonstrate that to me? Then you say, no. Let's get back to the argument. I'm asking you a simple question.
I just
Can you
answered.
demonstrate that to me? Can
Okay.
you demonstrate to me that you must have a conscious personal being in order to bring life into existence, in order for life to exist? How
Okay.
can you do that? Based
Okay.
on what evidence?
You've asked me. Listen to me carefully, because
go ahead.
genuinely, bro, I don't want to call you bro.
Stop with the
Apuss.
insults.
Listen,
Just give me
Apuss.
the answer.
Apuss, I am. I'm just saying you're looking stupid. Listen to what I'm saying carefully.
Yeah,
You said,
we
why
see it
can
right
that not
here.
be
I see
energy?
it right here. Everyone is
Okay,
laughing
listen
at
to
you.
Listen to me. You said, why can that not be energy? Okay. I want to give you an example. Is there an empty glass cup though? Yeah. I'm asking you a simple question. Okay. You said to me, it can be energy. Okay. If this does not have the properties to make a strawberry milkshake, yeah? To say if it doesn't have those elements, it cannot give rise to it. It doesn't have it innately. You're telling me.
Do you know what energy is?
No, let me finish. You have to
How do you think the Big Bang is explained?
to me.
How do you think the existence of the first thing is explained?
Yeah, listen to me. Listen
Such
to
a
me. Listen
moron.
to me. Listen to me. Yeah.
What do you think? Do you think the Big Bang comes out of nothing?
Listen to me. I'm saying to you, you said to me it can be energy. Look, even that scumbag
Yes, it
Rotten
could
Wood
be.
refuted you. Yeah, you guys had a little debate. He refuted you. Listen to me carefully. You said it can be energy. Okay, I said to you, does energy have
No,
consciousness?
we never did. What are
You said
talking about?
no. Does it have a will? You said no. Does it have intelligence? You said no.
First
You
of all, I said as
believe
far as
that-
we
listen,
know,
finish.
no.
I know you're cutting me because you're hurt. Let me finish. Yeah, energy that doesn't have these properties, characteristics we have gave rise to us. Meaning it doesn't have it innately, but spontaneously we have consciousness and
It
intelligence
develops,
and a
yeah.
will. 1 second.
Yeah, it develops. Yeah.
But you are the same guy that says a necessary being cannot be have existence, consciousness, have a will, and have
When did I say
intelligence, which is
that?
knowledge. 1 second.
When did I
Do you
say-
not
when
see
did
how
I say
stupid
that?
that sounds?
When did I say that?
You did, because you're saying, how does that? How did it give rise to us? How does that make sense? That's what you're saying.
Are you dumb?
Are you
Is it
stupid?
because
yes,
I'm
you are, sorry.
asking you? Because I'm asking you, how do you know this is God? That means I say it cannot be a conscious
you
being.
know what, you
Are
know
you
what?
completely stupid? When did I say that?
Give me
Are you dumb, man?
Painting. Let me. I need to demonstrate. I need to do ABC with it. ABC.
When did I ever say that? Can you show me where I said that?
Okay.
Can you tell me how you came to that conclusion?
Okay, guys. If you
No,
want to really know
you
about
just
Islam,
made a claim.
let me
How did
speak,
I
man.
come to that?
I'm-
How did you
I'm
come to that
demonstrating to you.
conclusion?
Let me demonstrate to you. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm speaking.
Karen-
How do you come to the
Let
conclusion?
me finish.
When
Karen
did I
Armstrong.
say? When did I say it can't be a personal being?
Okay, that's what you said.
No, I didn't.
Okay,
When did I say
clarify.
that?
Okay, clarify.
I asked you
Okay, clarify.
how you can demonstrate that it is your God. That's all I said.
I haven't even when did I say to you that is Allah? When did I even mention God to you? I said to you, is there a necessary being? You said to me, it can be energy, it can be this. And they are all negate what? Because I said it cannot be any other way, it cannot be composed of parts, energy is
Yeah.
composed of parts, multiverse is composed of parts, it's dependent, it's not independent, it does
Yeah,
not fit
and
that
then
criteria
you
fool.
brought forth to me a requirement that this
Exactly.
must be a personal,
So
willful
therefore,
being,
I'm telling
which
you,
is a
I didn't-
requirement that you made up of thin
Listen,
air.
I listen to you, listen to me. I'm teaching you here. Just be humble and say, Ali, I don't know the contingency argument. I'm learning.
Ali,
Very simple.
I have actually read books about this and taken
Never read
classes.
nothing,
Did you
bruv.
go to
Bruv,
university?
shut up, bruv.
Did you go? Did you go to university?
Bruv, Jake, you messaged Jake and said.
Did you take a
master
university
debater.
class in psychology
I'm
in
sorry for not
philosophy?
engaging with the argument. You were going to Jake and saying, Jake, I'm sorry I didn't engage with the argument. Yeah. Now I'm saying to you the following.
Ali,
Let me speak. Let me make my case. Stop interrupting me. Yeah.
I have
Stop
actually
getting
read books
smashed.
about
Stop
this
getting
stuff.
smashed.
Okay.
You know your
Yeah, I'm
fans,
getting
they're like
smashed.
this.
I'm getting
This
smashed.
is what your fans are doing.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah,
they're doing.
sure. They
So,
are
let me
laughing
speak,
at you
let me
right now.
speak,
Look
let me
into
speak.
look into my live chat. It's full with
asked the
laughters here right now.
Yes.
It's full with laughter. Should I share my screen?
No problem. That's fine. Let me ask you a simple question. Okay.
Oh boy.
Now,
What a
you said
idiot.
to me, I never mentioned God. I never mentioned Allah. I didn't mention none of that. I'm saying necessary being. When did I ever mention Allah? When did I ever mention God? I never. I said, do you accept
the point
required
is,
necessary
I said,
being?
even if
You
there was a
said-
necessary being, how do you
said
conclude that
this
it's God?
necessary
That's what I
being
said.
can be energy. And I
Yeah.
said, no, because it can be any other way. It's composed of parts. It's dependent. It requires something else for its own existence. So
Is
I'm
that part
saying-
of the argument for a necessary being? It's not.
No, you're not understanding. I'm telling you. a
No,
necessary being
I'm
cannot
understanding
be
very
energy.
clearly. Is that part?
You're
Is that
hurt.
part of the
You're
argument for a
hurt.
necessary being?
That's why
It's
you're not
not.
letting me talk.
It's
Your
not.
butt hurt. Your butt hurt.
Sure.
Yeah?
Let me ask you a
Because-
simple question.
You're
Since you are so
finished, bruv.
confident, Ali,
You're finished. You're
can I speak?
ignoramus.
Can I speak now? Can I speak
No,
now?
you didn't let me. You cut me
Can I
out. How'd
speak
you-
now?
Excuse me. You cut me out. Let me finish
I
my
let
point.
you speak for the most of the time.
No,
Can I
you
speak
didn't.
now,
I
please?
didn't even finish my points. I'm
Okay,
making it
sure. Go
clear to
ahead.
you.
Go ahead.
Oh,
Finish.
thank you.
Finish. Come on.
I never mentioned Allah or God. I mentioned necessary being. I said, do we accept as necessary being? And then I said to you, the conditions for that. You said to me, energy, multiverse, and I said, no, it cannot be. And I gave you my examples. Then you came and said, how is that Allah? How is that God? I didn't even mention it. Now, if you accept necessary being, then say to me, Ali, okay, necessary being, how can you prove that is Allah? Then I will say, okay. Finished.
Are you done?
So yes, so are you.
Apparently, you're stupid enough to remember that I very clearly said, assuming that it is a necessary being, how would you conclude that this is Allah?
No, I'm not assuming.
So
I'm not assuming.
I actually did exactly what you now tell me I should have done. And then you come back with such a response. I mean, you are such a moron. It's unbelievable. But since you are so confident about this, and since people are seeing what an idiot you are concerning theological discussions, I mean, go watch some debates, do something, please. But since you are so confident, let me ask you a few questions, Ali Dawah. Since you want to be an educator and a teacher on these complex topics where you don't even understand the terms that you're talking about. First question and second question. First question is, how many books have you read about arguments for theism or atheism? Second question, did you take any university class which includes philosophy? Go ahead.
It's got nothing to do with the discussion.
Please go ahead and answer the question.
Zero. You're
Well, you asked a lot of things. You ask a lot of things that have nothing to do with our discussion. I'm just asking something.
To do with it because you can't even answer. You know what's bad? Okay, how many books have you read?
I just answer my question. Come on.
Okay. I've read. Okay, no problem. I've read argument's sake, no books, and I went to no university. Argument's sake. Okay, how many have you done? Okay, how many have you done?
That's not for argument's sake. It's
No,
the reality.
How many have you done?
It's the reality,
How many have you
right?
done?
It's the reality.
Okay,
right?
okay. Reality. How many have you done?
I have read quite many books on
Okay.
theology and philosophy.
Quite many,
I have
okay.
taken certain online certificates, online courses, unofficial courses, and I also took undergraduate
Okay.
courses in two
Okay.
fields of philosophy.
Okay,
And
good.
you want to sit here and talk about how you are my
you
teacher
cannot deal
without
with this
having done
argument I'm bringing.
anything.
Let me get this right. I'm somebody, argument's sake, I read no books. I have no university degrees. And you're
It's not
getting-
argument's
you've
sake, it's
read- okay,
reality.
look, I'm going to give it to Apuss. He's read many books. He's
Yeah, I
got
have.
teachers, and he's getting
I have.
smashed by someone like me. You're getting
I'm
smashed by
reading
someone like
one
me.
right now. I'm
You're
reading one
getting
right now.
smashed
It's
by someone like
Robin
me.
Lepoidevin arguing for atheism.
Exactly.
An
and you're
introduction to
getting
the
smashed by
philosophy
me,
of
bro.
religion.
You're reading
Have you ever
books.
heard of something
Okay,
like this? No.
You're reading books. I
look,
haven't. Argument's sake,
yeah,
yeah?
buy
You're
something
getting
like
smashed
this.
by me. Now let's
Buy
go back to the
something like
topic,
this and then
because
try
I know
to
you're running
argue.
away from it.
Yeah.
So now tell me, do you accept the necessary being now after you got refuted?
We're already done with this topic. You have demonstrated
No,
what
we
a
haven't.
complete idiot you
No,
are
we
about this
haven't.
topic.
You naughty.
We are done with this. People are laughing at your ignorance.
Don't
right now.
try it, Apuss. Nah, we haven't finished.
Hey,
We haven't finished.
you know what? You know what you should
Carry on.
do.
Do you
You should
accept
take
the
this
necessary being?
section. You should take this section
you
and
accept
publish
the
it
necessary being?
and say ignorant atheist destroyed by
You-
knowledgeable Muslim.
Yeah,
Publish
yeah,
that
yeah.
section, please. It
You-
will be
we're gonna
amazing.
let the- look,
It's
we're
gonna be
let the people
great.
decide. People
It's
are
gonna
going
be
to decide.
great.
No problem. I've got no worry with that.
It's gonna be
Guys,
great.
look,
Publish
I read
it.
no
Say
books.
ex-Muslim
university
atheist
degrees.
destroyed on God.
No books.
Educated by
university
Muslim.
degree. Okay. Somebody somebody who's read books and apparently has teachers, yeah, he's running away from a debate. Again, do you accept the necessary being?
We already talked about that. We already talked about that. We're done with that. Let's go. Let's come to my questions.
Do you accept the necessary being?
We're already done with that. Let's come to my questions. Come on.
Let's
come to my questions.
Coward.
Let's come to my questions. Come on. Depends on how you define necessary being.
That's the reason why you cannot
Come on.
face to face.
Come on. Let's come to my questions. Ali
Dawah.
Dawah. Where does the sun go? Where does the sun go at night? Where does the sun go at night?
Nearly 2 hours. There you go.
Muhammad says in the Sahih
finished.
Hadith that the
You're
sun goes
finished.
somewhere at night. Where does it go?
You're finished, bruv. You are finished. I cannot believe it. You've left the debate. You're like, oh, I've read so many books and I have teacher's degrees. Ali, you have none, and I'm running away from the debate. You coward. You're a
You know what?
pusillanimous.
Sit down with Muhammad Hijab. Sit down with Muhammad Hijab and review this conversation and let him clap.
What kind of
for you.
instability is this? You're running
Do
away
that,
from an
please.
argument we're having. You coward. You're showing me books of atheism and you're running away.
Okay.
You accept
Are you done? Are you done? Are you done with your
Is there a
dumb
necessary
rants?
being?
Are you done with your rants?
There
We
a
already
necessary
talked about that. I already gave you your answer.
No, you
You're
didn't.
done with
You ran
this.
away. You ran away.
Possibly.
away.
Okay. Possibly. That's what I said. Okay.
Oh,
We're done with this.
No,
We're done
okay,
with this.
Okay, wait. Okay,
Okay,
so
possibly.
you would accept
We're done with this. We are
Listen,
done
listen,
with
listen,
this. We are done with this. We are not having a
this is
debate.
boom.
We are not having a debate. We are
it's
not
an
having a
interview now.
debate.
I said to you, I would debate you on this topic. Stop chatting nonsense, bruv. This don't turn
We're
into
not-
an
we're
interview.
not having a
You're
debate.
finished, little boy. Everyone's
We are not having
watching,
a
bruv.
debate.
People are messaging me. They're watching. They're laughing their head off at you. You
Oh,
clown.
really?
You
Yeah, I
clown.
believe you.
Do you
Totally. Show
accept
me.
the necessary being? You said possible.
It-
Is it possible? Is it
Possible,
possible?
yeah.
Okay,
Possible,
good.
yeah.
So therefore, you accept that there's a necessary being. Okay, good. Now, that means that's the criteria for us that there is a creator. Why? Because if you accept a necessary being, you need to acknowledge
Possible.
that he has to have a will.
Possible.
Can a necessary being...
I said possible. I didn't say
not
yes.
possible. Don't try those words, bruv. You're finished. The atheist community are going to divorce you. Free talaq.
Oh, yeah,
talaq,
sure.
talaq, talaq.
Totally,
You're finished.
totally,
They're going to
totally.
divorce you, bruv. You're an
They're laughing at you
intellectual
right now.
fraud.
Come on.
Okay, so if you accept the necessary
I know
being...
we're done
you
with
have
this.
to-
Nobody
you
is
have to
interested in this
accept
conversation. Come on,
the
move on.
necessary being has to have intelligence, right? Yes or no?
No,
Why not?
because it's not part of a definition of a necessary being. Very simple.
Excuse me?
It's not part of the definition of a necessary being. Quite
We're
simple.
making it personal now. Okay, is there
Depending on what.
is there intelligence? Is there knowledge in the universe?
Sure is. Yeah.
Okay, how does a necessary being give rise to the dependent things, contingent things, but has no knowledge? How?
Is something that we philosophize and research and learn and further find out. How does it come into existence according to you?
What
Do
an
you have
answer.
research papers on this?
What an answer! Oh my!
Do you have research
gosh.
papers on this? Can you
We
give me
have
some
research
evidence?
papers, and you might as well say I like banana, orange, and milkshake. What kind
Oh,
of answer
you,
is that?
you don't know what a research
What kind
paper
of a
is, right?
stupid answer is that? I'm asking
What?
you.
It's a
asking you-
scientific answer, actually. Very simple.
I'm asking,
To be honest.
Apuss, I'm asking you, yeah. How does this in the
What is
dependent
a
universe,
research
there
paper?
is-
I have never
one
heard of
second.
such a thing.
There is knowledge. One second.
Is a
there's
research paper a
intelligence.
banana? Can you
One
eat
second,
that?
1 second. How does it intelligence look? There's knowledge in the universe. It's intelligence, yeah. How does the necessary being not have knowledge?
I don't know.
Point it-
I don't know. How does
There
it?
you go.
How does it?
Again.
I don't know.
Allah talks about it in the Quran.
I don't-
If you
I don't
ask
know.
them who created heavens and earth. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. Who created you?
How
I
does it?
don't
Show it to
know.
me. Show it to
don't
me.
know.
How does it?
Okay, no
How does
problem.
it? How does it come into existence? Show it to me. Give
Very
me
simple.
research. Come
What
on.
do you mean show it to me? What do you mean show it to me? Can you see your
Give me
consciousness?
research.
Can you
Give
see
me
your
research. Give me
consciousness?
evidence.
Can you see your consciousness?
Dude, answer my question. Show it to
I'm
me.
answering.
How do you prove your
Show me you have
argument?
consciousness.
Come on.
I believe you have no brain, but show me you have consciousness.
I can actually show you my consciousness in terms of hooking things to my brain,
No,
showing
no,
you
no,
activity,
no,
brain
no,
activity when I'm
no,
thinking,
excuse me,
when I'm dreaming.
Excuse me.
Yes, yes.
Excuse me?
When two people dream about similar things, they
No,
actually
no.
have brain activity that is very similar to each
No,
other. Do you
that's
know
not
that?
consciousness,
Have
that's
you
brain
have you
activity.
studied
That's brain
neuroscientific
activity.
research?
That's brain activity. I'm talking about
What is
consciousness.
brain activity?
I'm talking
Where do you
about
think consciousness works?
Excuse me. Consciousness is something.
Where's
that is
your
abstract.
mind?
Excuse
It's in
me,
your brain.
Excuse me. You're an empiricist. Yeah. Okay. I'm telling you. Can you
Yeah.
touch consciousness?
I cannot touch it. No.
Can you see it?
I cannot see it,
Can you
no,
taste
but I can
it?
experience it,
Can you
and
taste
I
it?
can track
Can you
it and
taste it?
visually
Can you
represent
taste
it.
it? Can you
No, that's
taste
not how it works. It's
Can you
idiotic.
taste
You
it?
cannot
Can you
taste any
taste
other
it?
things either.
Can you taste it?
Make your case,
Can you
man.
taste
Make
it?
your case.
Can you taste it?
Make your case, Ali Dawah. Make
can't
your
taste it.
goddamn
Can you
case.
smell it?
You are an
No, you
idiot. Come
can't.
on, make your case.
But I can smell your BS. Can you hear it? No. Therefore, it doesn't exist.
Yes,
you
it
go.
does.
There you go.
Yes, it does.
You clown.
Yes, it does.
What
Because
a
we can hook up.
stupid man
Because we
you
can hook
are.
up two people.
Oh
Because we
my
can hook up
gosh.
two people, two machines,
thought
and can track their
genuinely, man,
brain activities
I
during
thought you would be a
them
little
having
bit
a
more
dream,
smarter than this.
having anxiety,
Bro.
having certain feelings. We can actually track their brain activities.
Wallahi.
We can see when
I
it works.
thought
We can see when
you
it
would
stops
be a
working.
bit more
We can
intelligent.
see when it turns off, when it turns on.
This
We
is
can track
crazy.
all these things due to 21st century science and neuroscience,
My
due
friend.
to psychological research and
My friend,
neuroscience.
what are you talking
Something
about?
that Ali
You
Dawah
cannot
knows
see,
nothing
you cannot
about.
touch, you cannot smell, you cannot hear.
Yeah. Oh,
It's
really?
Consciousness. But
Really? Can you do the same with energy, for example?
And
How
then
much
you
do
get- Okay.
can you do the same with all the energy in the that you have in your environment? Can you
still-
touch
still,
it
that's
all?
my point,
Can
like
you
dark
see it all?
matter.
Can you define it
Like,
all?
no,
Can you
no, no,
smell it
still, you
all?
see that-
Can you lick it and taste it all?
No, but that's my point. It's like dark matter. You
No,
cannot-
yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
but
yeah.
it's-
And what can you do?
No,
You can put it
no,
under
no,
a
but it's-
specific.
that's my point. That's my
You can
point.
put it
You're
under a
stupid.
specific screen and track it, you idiot. That's how it works.
You
This
are
is
an
science.
If I was
This
your
is
teacher-
science.
if
I
was
am
your teacher,
asking
I would
you
slap up.
to demonstrate to me
If I was your
how.
teacher, oh my
I'm
gosh,
asking
I
you to
would give you
demonstrate
a
to me
beating that
how
you never had in
consciousness
your life.
has to be there in
If
order
I
to
was
bring
your
it into
teacher.
existence.
You're an absolute ignorance. What kind of a teacher? And you're studying these books.
Ali Dawah,
Anyways,
engage with the
a
actual
necessary
argument.
being- Okay.
Engage with the actual
Okay.
argument. Come on.
If there's a
Respond to me.
necessary- okay, I am.
Respond
If
to
there's
me.
a necessary being and it's independent.
Dude, do you want to have a
Let me finish.
discussion or not?
Let me finish. I'm having a discussion. Yeah.
Do you want to have a discussion or not?
I'm
You have been
listening to you.
talking forever
I'm
and
listening.
cutting me off.
No, no, I didn't
Will
cut
you let me
off.
talk or
Don't say I
not?
cut you off. Everyone can see.
Will you let me
listened.
talk or not?
No,
Everyone can see that you
no,
don't let me talk.
No, no,
Will you
I
let me talk or
I let
not?
you talk. You asked me a question about the necessary being personal, and I'm telling you. So let me talk. If you're asking me a question, let me answer. So
That's
a
not what I
necessary
asked you.
being, if it's independent, it gave rise to this dependent things. Does that not require will?
Can you prove it? Can you show me how that exactly works?
Okay.
Can you demonstrate it?
Okay, yeah, okay. So there's dependent things. There's many dependent things in our universe.
Yeah.
The independent necessary being has to have a will. It has to will it because they're dependent on
Yeah.
what? It can't be infinite amount of dependent things. They require the necessary being to give rise to it. So the necessary being requires a will to will it.
The will has nothing to do with
yeah.
it being a necessary being.
Define will.
It is in no part, in no way part of the argument.
Well, what an
A-
answer.
the
What an answer.
the will of the originator is in no way part of the actual argument. Do you have somebody there who can actually help you with that? They will say the same thing. Whether that being has a will or not has nothing to do with the argument here at all. You are talking about something you know nothing about. Open a book, go to school, stop driving your taxi, go to college if you want to talk about these
my
things.
gosh.
Educate yourself, read a book, open a book, learn something about it. You're talking nonsense. Whether a necessary being has a will or a consciousness or not has nothing to do at all with an argument from contingency or from a necessary being. That's not how it works at all. And even your dear friends, your Sabur Ahmed or Mohammed Hijab, I could get William Lane Craig here. I could ask him to review this and he will laugh his ass off listening to your reasoning here, despite the fact that he agrees that there is a creator. You have no clue what you're talking about, you idiot. You have the IQ of a bird. Come to the actual discussion. You are talking about things you know nothing about and embarrassing yourself while trying to humiliate me. And everybody's seeing it. People are laughing at you, man. You are so embarrassing. You are so damn embarrassing on this topic. You should stop it. Get back to Islam. Tell me where the sun goes at night. Tell me how Allah comes to the lowest heaven at night. Tell me how the sun and the moon chase each other all the time. Tell me how the moon will lose its light, which doesn't even have light. Tell me why Muhammad said the sun goes at sunset to ask for permission to rise again, and one day it will not be given permission and go back to its resting place and rise from the west. Explain that to me. Where does the sun go? Talk about relevant things. Nobody cares about your idiotic, stupid understanding of theology. You are embarrassing yourself entirely. People are laughing at you. I know you're acting like you're completely cool right now. You're acting like you have really done something right now. People are laughing at you, man. People are embarrassed of you. Muslims are watching and feel embarrassed with you. I have tons of messages of Muslims saying, Ali Dawah, please don't embarrass us. Please don't do this. I can prove it. I sent you messages yesterday. I sent Ali Dawah messages yesterday, at least 15 messages, 30 messages of Muslims saying, Ali Dawah, brother, please don't embarrass us. Please don't do this. You know this. You know I told you this. You know I did that. And you know that you then turned off because you were uncomfortable by that. Isn't that right? Talk about things that you actually claim to know something about, like Islam, and answer to me where the sun goes at night. Come on, let me know.
Finished?
Yeah, you are. Come on.
You let it all out. Ad hominem.
You are a dumb idiot. You have an IQ of 90 or 85 or something. I don't know. Go ahead. Oh, yeah, I am the one who's doing ad hominems. Come on. Answer the question. Where does the sun go at night?
Carry on. Anger issues.
Where does the sun go at night? Answer my question.
Nervousness, anxiety, embarrassment, humiliation.
I would say, in all honesty, I am frustrated by the fact that such an imbecile like you claims to have some knowledge. Yeah.
To recovery.
Yeah.
Acceptance is a good step to recovery.
I accept that you are an imbecile, yes. Come on, answer the question.
Stability, instability, yeah.
You can't even spell the word pusillanimous. Stop talking about things you know nothing about.
I don't need to, I'm looking at it.
Oh, how intelligent. What a great comeback.
You
don't even know how to spell the word. You want to brag about a word, you don't even know how to spell it.
Anyways, you're finished with
Dawah. Oh yeah, how do you spell pusillanimous? Can you spell pusillanimous to us?
Let me get this right. I've got the...
Yeah, of course. I am the one who says people should be killed for not believing in what I believe.
I listen to you, let me finish, yeah? Okay.
Answer my question. Where does the sun go at night?
Bruv, I listened to you. Let me finish.
Where does the sun go at night?
You had a tantrum. You went on a mad one.
Where does the sun go at night?
And I know when you get angry, you do this. Like
where does the sun go at night?
What's this? Why you keep doing this? I know you're uncomfortable.
Where does the sun go at night?
It's burning.
You don't even know what ad hominem means, which is what you're doing right now. Come on.
And I love that.
Where does the sun go at night? Where does the sun go at night?
That's why you're doing this. I know you. I know your body language.
Where does the sun go at night?
You start getting panicky and you start doing this.
Hey, do you know someone named Elias? Do you know Elias? What does Elias mean?
Anyways,
doesn't Elias mean my God is Yahweh? Who is Yahweh?
Yes.
Do you know about Yahweh?
He's become a Christian apologist. He's a Christian.
The Bible. Isn't Elias mentioned in the Quran?
Anyways.
Isn't Elias mentioned in the Quran?
I've listened to you. You've had your tantrum. Can I speak?
Elias is mentioned in the Quran. What does Elias mean? It means Eliyahu.
I'm not talking
my God is Yahweh. Who is Yahweh?
I'm talking to a fake ex-Muslim who doesn't know Mubahala. You can't do Mubahala with an atheist, you fool.
Oh yeah, I don't know Mubahala. Anyways. Where does the sun go at night?
I've listened to you. Let me talk.
Where does the sun go at night? I'm not going to engage with your dumb arguments any further. You made arguments. I encourage you to engage with this argument. Go ahead. Where does the sun go at night?
Don't get angry. Yeah? Don't even leave your bedroom.
As soon as you talk about something different, I will cut you off.
Leave your bedroom and spend some time with your family, you clown. You're going depressed in your little house and you got keyboard. Anyways, I said, and let me talk, okay? I have
Where does the sun go at night?
Let me speak, man. Let me speak. I know you.
Don't talk about irrelevant things. Answer my question.
Bruv, people in Patreon are going to say, bruv, this guy is a liability to us.
Yeah, sure. I'm seeing them right now.
This guy's the stupidest guy ever. But anyway.
Shut the fuck up. Where does the sun go at night? Answer my question.
Boy, you little boy. You're finished.
Where does the sun go at night?
Intellectually, I'm an Uber driver. Alhamdulillah, I'm proud, earning a halal living. Yeah. Okay. Maybe some of your followers are Uber drivers. Yeah. I'm an Uber driver who has an IQ of a bird. Okay. I haven't got a degree, apparently. I haven't read books, but I smashed you.
Yeah. Fine. Where does the sun go at night?
Smashed.
Muhammad says the sun goes to its resting place at night and comes back in the morning again after I ask for permission. Where does the sun go at night?
Have a will.
Where does the sun go at night?
Answer my question.
Where does the sun go at night?
Answer my question.
Would you marry off your little daughter at the age of 6 to a man who is 50 years old?
You're insecure.
Proud.
Shoulders like this. Shoulders.
Do you think this looks like insecure? I'm talking to a pedophile worshipper. What do you think? Would you marry off your little daughter at the age of 6 to a perverted prophet at the age of 55?
Yes.
Would you do that? Would you do that?
Now,
would you do that? Would you marry off your little daughter at the age of 6 to a man who is 55 years old? Would you do that?
I'll smash you on that.
Would you do that?
I'm not going to let you go there.
Just answer my question. Come on. I don't care about your necessary being. You have no clue what you're talking about. Read a book about it.
Why are you scared?
Where does the sun go at night?
At least, I don't agree that I will have intimacy with my own child.
I don't either.
As an adult.
I don't either.
At least I don't believe that necrophilia is okay. Okay.
Demonstrate to me where did we agree that we would discuss your arguments today?
If my own blood, my own child, my own family sent you a video to me. When I said this to him, he wanted to vomit. I said, this guy believes, and I sent a video of Armin, you saying there is nothing wrong with incest. You said to me, if there is no harm, you will have intimacy with your own child, you disgusting person.
I never said that.
You are a filthy, disgusting person. Shame on you.
I never said that. That's a lie.
Morality.